Day 3 of the draft is officially in the books, and the roster is officially updated. It's actually been updated since about 7:54 Central. That's when I got the email notification letting me know that the roster is complete, at least complete with all the draft picks. Not the undrafted free agents yet, but that is going to be updated once all the teams have filled up their undrafted free agent spots. But every single draft pick is in the game as we speak. And like you can see, all the way up into the late round picks, like the Cowboys' late round draft pick of Anthony Smith. Also their late round pick of Drew Shelton. Well, not late round, but 4th round pick, Drew Shelton. Malachi Lawrence, LT Overton, drafted late in the 4th. D. Winters, the trade that happened during the draft. Jay Sean Barham, the 3rd round pick. Devin Moore, another 4th round pick. Caleb Downs. You can see the roster is as up to date as possible. Look, another trade. Jonathan Grenard to the Eagles. Cole Payton, their late round quarterback that they drafted. Makai Lemon is in there. You name it. Jeremiah Love. They got the whole Cardinals whole draft class in there. Chase Basontes, Carson Beck, Caleb Proctor, Reggie Virgil. Like I said, every single prospect in the game from rounds 1 through 7 is now updated and available for download as long as you go to the website that I referenced you to download these rosters. And real quick, before I go any further with any of these other players or any more about this roster, let me address everybody out there that's sitting up here constantly bringing up how crazy people are for paying $7 for a roster, or how the person creating the roster and selling it for $7 is a bum. First and foremost, let me say, yes, there are rosters out there that are 100% free. Yes, people do create rosters and put them out there for free. But in the event you have a creator like the one that I'm actually working with right now and promoting his class, in the event that you have a creator who decides that he wants to charge a one-time fee of $7, one time, just one time, one purchase, it doesn't matter if you do it now after the draft, it doesn't matter if you did it months ago before any transactions happen, it's a one-time fee of $7. And every time he updates it and uploads a new file, you get access to that file. You don't have to pay anything else again. And this guy updates daily. I'm talking every time there's a transaction, every time there's a roster move, number change, etc. This guy updates the roster. In the event you have a creator like that who's only asking for a one-time payment of $7, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm gonna be willing to go ahead and donate that $7. Because as a creator myself who actually creates draft classes, and even though I don't charge, I know how time consuming, how much hard work, dedication, and effort goes into creating that class for people who don't want to put in that work themselves. But although I don't charge for mine, which the reason I don't charge for mine is because I make it specifically for myself in my online league. I just so happen to share it with the community while I'm at it. But if somebody else decides that they want to charge $7 for their time and effort, and they're not charging but one time, I don't see what the issue is. If anything, the only reason why we're in a climate where all of these people are complaining and making such a big deal out of this is because we've gotten so used to people editing, creating rosters and putting them out there free of download, to the point where if somebody decides they want to charge, all of a sudden it's a sin. It's against the law. But in all actuality, if more creators, if all of the people who created these rosters had more respect for their work, their time and effort that they put in, that nobody else wants to put in, they just want to mooch off of them, then they would all stand up, they would all charge a fee for their rosters, and we wouldn't be having this issue right now. We only having this issue because there are other rosters accessible to everybody else for free. And nobody cares enough about their work that they will charge for their work. But if you had people serious enough that they started charging, then you wouldn't have this issue, because then people would just be looking for who's the cheapest and not who has it for free. And a majority of the time, because I've already checked out some of these people's roster, a majority of the time, these people are purchasing the rosters from GOATROSTERS and then re-uploading them and advertising it as if it's theirs. And I already know, because I went and checked out a couple of these guys' rosters, and the players are literally identical. The face scans, the player ratings, the player numbers, all of that is identical to GOAT rosters. And they all drop their videos and their updates a day after or hours later after GOAT rosters drop his. And he leaves little Easter egg nuggets in his roster that you can distinctly tell that it's his roster. So not only are they putting it out there for free, they're buying it from him and putting his work out there for free, which it is what it is. That comes with the territory when you're doing something like this. But all I'm saying is, if you don't want to pay $7 for it, fine. Don't pay $7 for it. Go get one of these other rosters that's available out there that isn't as up to date, that doesn't have creators that's as consistent, that's missing all these things. Go ahead, by all means, go download that roster. That's out there available for free. But if you want something that's accurate, up to date, and as precise as this, and he's only asking $7, then pay $7 so you can have this immaculate roster. But if you don't want this immaculate roster and you just want something to get you by so you can start a franchise mode, go download one of those other little measly rosters out there in the creation center. But don't sit up here and talk about anybody else who wants to pay the $7 so they can get this roster. And don't talk about the person who wants to charge the $7. You talking about somebody spending $7 on a roster, or you talking about somebody charging $7 for a roster, says a lot more about you than it does about them. Because just like I said in one of my comments, there's no difference, because these people take hours throughout their day to create, edit these rosters and update them and upload them for y'all. It's no different from when somebody does a graphic design for you and you decide you don't want to pay them, you want it for free. Or if somebody does a photo shoot or a video shoot for you, edits the video, goes through this whole creation process, and you decide you want to lowball them or you don't want to pay at all. It's equivalent to that. They're putting in work and he's only charging $7. You spend more than that on a meal at a fast food restaurant, but you're gonna sit up here and argue and complain about somebody supplying you with something that you don't want to put in the time and effort for. Move along, or don't. Or you can sit up here and go back and forth in the comment section with me, which only helps me out because it helps with the engagement, keeps my videos and everything at the very top of the algorithm so I can maintain these views and comments. So by all means, if you want to continue to sit up there and comment, make your little negative comments. Those are the comments that I like the most. I like the negative comments the most, because then I get to go back and forth with you. And I'm not going back and forth just because I want to. I'm going back and forth because the more I do, the more engagement, the more my video stays up there, up top. So be negative all you want to in my videos. I don't care. But just remember, you're too lazy to put together these rosters and you're dependent on other people to do it for you for free. So the simple fact that somebody is out there and they're doing it for $7 one time is really bothering you because you feel like you're obligated or you're owed this, and you're not. If you have an issue with it, go create your own. That's all I got for y'all. As always, if you're here for the first time or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with more Madden 26 content as well as Madden 27 content coming here soon. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time.